In this video, we will introduce a new use case, which involves a scenario where more than two possible alternative options exist, meaning more than two possible alternative decisions can be made. We will continue working with our project, What to Do Tonight, as presented in the previous two videos. Before proceeding, we will activate help to access a dedicated support system available for each step of the development process. Let's add a new option called Go to the Movie Theater and associate it with the common scenario of nice weather and day off. Upon selecting this additional option, we now observe that three options are enabled by the same scenario. At this stage, our decision to make is to decide whether to select a subset of these options as possible alternative decisions that can coexist in a specific context, or to make a unique decision by choosing a single option among the three available ones. We proceed by clicking on Conflict Resolution to resolve the conflict within this initial scenario. When dealing with more than two options, we notice the availability of a fourth possibility for making a choice, in addition to the three previously introduced: primary choice, add context, all or equal. This fourth possibility is called Make Groups. It is applicable when we are unable to select an individual option outright but can instead separate the available options into smaller groups, or subsets, compare them, and then determine which group we prefer. Now, let's explore this new possibility. We click on Make Groups, and we have now the possibility to create groups using drag and drop. Let's define two groups. The first group contains a single option, stay at home. The second group consists of the two other options, go to the restaurant and go to the movie theater. To make our choice, we have two possibilities: primary choice and add context. We will proceed with primary choice. In this scenario, when the weather is nice and it is our day off, we generally prefer to go out, whether to a restaurant or a movie theater, rather than staying at home. Thus, we will select the group containing go to the restaurant and go to the movie theater as the preferred choice. At this stage, we have three possible actions. 1. Add one or more scenario elements to support the option stay at home. 2. Decline to add more scenario elements, keeping the current decision. 3. Discriminate between the preferred options to make a more refined decision. Let's first explore the possibility of adding one or more scenario elements that would favor stay at home. We will introduce a new element, I feel tired. Now, RAISON asks whether we want to add one or more scenario elements to further support the group containing the two options go to the movie theater and go to the restaurant. We choose No, meaning we do not want to introduce additional scenario elements for this group. At this point, we return to the previous step. We again choose No, confirming that we do not want to introduce an alternative reason for preferring stay at home. Finally, we decide that we have completed working with this scenario, finishing our conflict resolution. Now, when we examine the decision policy, we observe the following. In the initial scenario, nice weather and day off, there are two possible decisions: go to the movie theater and go to the restaurant. When the additional element I feel tired is introduced, the decision is stay at home. Now, we click on the Run button and RAISON generates the code and deploys the new system, which is ready to be used to test our decision policies. Let's start with the initial scenario. We observe that in this scenario, the system provides two options or decisions: go to the restaurant and go to the movie theater. Next, we will add the element I feel tired. Now, we can see that the system updates the decision to stay at home. Let's go back and explore another conflict resolution approach. At this point, we must recall that restarting the resolution process means that the decision policies created during the previous resolution are deleted. We decide to restart the conflict resolution because we want to test a new approach. We choose Make Groups again and recreate the same groups as before. Once more, we select Primary Choice for the group containing the two options. Now, let's explore a different case discriminating between the preferred options. Since we are comparing two options, we are presented with three possible ways to make a decision. This time, we choose Add Context to decide between the two options. We prefer to go to the restaurant when we add I have an invitation. We prefer to go to the movie theater when we add a new movie is released. Now, as usual, RAISON prompts us to determine whether this scenario is coherent. Clearly, it is, because we can have a day off with nice weather, an invitation from a friend, and a new movie release occurring simultaneously. We confirm this by answering yes, and now we can either make a primary choice or add context. Let's proceed with the primary choice. At this stage, our decision depends on what we consider most important or having priority, meaning which are our decision criteria and their relative importance. If watching a new movie is more important than accepting an invitation to a restaurant, we should select Go to the movie theater. However, if accepting an invitation to the restaurant is more important than watching a new movie, we should select Go to the restaurant. Let's assume that watching a new movie holds greater importance for us. We select Go to the movie theater as our final decision. Now, we have the possibility to add one or more scenario elements to support the decision go to the restaurant, but we choose no, returning to the previous step. At this point, we can propose alternative reasons to prefer either going to the movie theater or going to the restaurant. Since we do not have alternative reasons to introduce, we finalize our conflict resolution, confirming that we have completed work on this scenario. Reviewing the decision policy. If the initial scenario consists of day off and nice weather, both options go to the movie theater and go to the restaurant remain available. If we add the element I have an invitation, the decision becomes go to the restaurant. If we add the element new movie released, the decision shifts to go to the movie theater. If we combine all elements, day off, nice weather, I have invitation and new movie released, the system selects go to the movie theater because we previously determined that watching a new movie is more important, or has priority, than accepting an invitation to go to a restaurant. We proceed to run the system and test the different decision policies. First scenario, day off and nice weather. The result is two possible solutions: go to the restaurant or go to the movie theater. Second scenario, day off, nice weather and I have an invitation. The result is go to the restaurant. Third scenario, day off, nice weather and new movie released. The result is go to the movie theater. Fourth scenario, day off, nice weather, I have an invitation and new movie released. The result is go to the movie theater since we previously decided that watching a new movie is more important than accepting an invitation. This concludes the video. Thank you for watching.